Hi, I'm Josh Johnson. Today we're back for another episode of North Africa and Middle East, otherwise known as NAME. We're back from Gemco Studios. In this episode, we're going to be discussing how religion impacted many areas in the Middle East and North African area. Here's live footage of the Christianity in this area.
Good afternoon, my fellow subject.
Have you prayed today?
No, but St. Paul has enlightened me on the ways of Jesus Christ. Have we come to a consensus on who Jesus Christ was?
Oh, Adonimus Maximus, I believe that there's a distinction between his physical and divine natures. Please understand my understandings.
No, there is no distinction between them.
What do you mean, bro?
I agree with this fine gentleman here.
What?
Friend, since you do not believe in the same views as we do,
What?
I hereby banish you from the Roman Empire.
What?
Get out.
What?
Guards!
What? Oh,
Okay.
oh, sorry, bro.
Why do you look so down today? What is your problem?
I got banished from the Roman Empire. My ideals for the church were not accepted.
Is there any way I could help?
Why don't you make a Nestorian church? Go build it in the name of Jesus, who is both divine and physical.
Okay,
Both
I
distinct.
go back to my hometown, build one for you, okay?
Thank you very much, sir. We see how Nestorian Christianity moved, even moved to parts of Syria and other parts of the Middle East, which started the Jacobite movement in the east, and which also moved further east to China and India. The Coptic Church of Alexandria was also formed, and the Ethiopian Orthodox Church was also formed in a movement of Orthodox and Nestorian diffusion.
Oh my god, this iPhone 6 is horrible.
Yo,
I
what are you
can't
doing,
get any
bro?
games or anything.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna
filming.
go ahead and-
Do you not see me filming?
I'm gonna go ahead and trade this in for something better and exchange this for something else. This is trash.
Wait,
Oh my God,
wait,
This is
wait,
messed
Josh,
up.
isn't this part of your key content?
You're right. Trade. There's so much trade in there. Much of the trade that actually happened during this area was actually first started by the Han Dynasty in China, which was pretty much developed over the course of the years and centuries, and is actually further developed in North Africa and Middle East. Here's an example of real life footage in a small city of Kerala, which the many of the Ethiopians, the Bantu, the Swahili, they all went there for the Indian Ocean trade. Here's real life footage of trade in the region. ഇതെന്തുവാ സോൾട്ടാണോ ഇത്? നിനക്ക് ഒരു സൂത്രം തരാം. ഞാൻ നിനക്ക് ഒരു ക്യാമൽ ഞാൻ തരും. We see how Hey, and speaking of camels, technology started to boom. You hear GSMST kids often complaining about their CO2 car designs or their finance projects. They're probably too easy anyway. But these Middle Easterns, aka the Persians, built these massive canots to grow cotton in their most dry desert areas. A canot uses hydraulic and gravitational force to extract water from the ground without the use of any energy at all. By linking vertical shafts and gently sloping horizontal passages, water was drawn from the aquifer and released to the agricultural fields at a lower level. Which is really cool because, these are people who probably have no experience in technology at all and are just developing in scientific, discoveries. And whereas, we're struggling with the CO2 car. Trade was so extensive in this area, and also religion actually impacted it so much.
Josh, where's Milan? He's responsible for the next key concept.
I heard he was going to he went to some store to get his new phone.
Oh my gosh. I went on the Silk Road and I traded an iPhone 6, 3 sheeps, and a cow for this nice iPad. This
Wow.
was well worth the trade. Take a look.
Cool.
Wait, but it doesn't even charge properly. That's an L. You done goofed.
This is why you need to trade smart, with value, which brings us a valuable lesson. Trade should not only spread popular beliefs, but it should gain value to the society, which is how societies prosper. Enjoy. If you have any questions, link me up. My email, joshua.johnson2021@usmsc.org. And here's the next key concept.